Like,
there's everybody.
Well, I mean, if LMBT is going to step in for Simple, that's going to be crazy because he's the coach.
Yeah. And
So
it's his
it does
name
seem
not
like
Lambot, I think it is, right? I think LMBT is like short for Lambot. We could just call him LMBT.
LMBT for now. That's a safe one because I know that at least. But I mean, who the hell is best team ever? Is that Cooch?
No, it's not Cooch.
That's
He's
not
there.
Cooch. That must be Stiko.
Stiko then, I'm guessing.
That must be Stiko.
We're just assuming at this point. Somebody tweet us and tell if we're right or wrong. But we're just assuming it's Stiko. It's going to be Hellraisers and Dignitas playing each other here in a best-of-1 game. It will be on Train for the ESL ESCA Pro League. Amanda's with me is Senmer. It's going to be Hellraisers starting on the CT side and Dignitas get a chance to start on the Terrorist side. And we'll see what they could do. MSL picking up a Tech-9, but no armor. So not really the full raid boss mode here. And apart from that, they actually do have 2 smokes, and even putting one of them out here in the courtyard, Pip still has another one to go down Ivy.
And look at this push coming out from Hellraisers right now into B Halls. They had 3 players on B start off strong, and then LMBT, he's going to be leading the charge into Pop Dog. This is going to be really dangerous for Dignitas because they're going to have this strong offense. A whole wall, basically, of Hellraisers players are going to be here to greet Team Dignitas as they make their way out from Ivy.
LMBT coming around the corner, dropping Schneider, and Oscar's going to get a kill as well. So now it's all down to AC, who has picked up a triple kill and is looking for a little bit more. He's got the health for it as well. Getting shot in the back, and Angel's going to land that kill. So now it is all on Kirby here. 1 versus 2, trying to see if he can make it work. Could have been a kill easily enough there. That was only 5 health left on that player, but the other kill is going to be significantly more tricky, and he's coming in with a good timing. Instant headshot here in about 45 seconds.
Maybe he still doesn't know. And he's lost the bomb. He's lost bomb control.
Yeah, but he's playing the long con here.
Yeah.
He's going to try and wrap all the way around and trick Angel.
Holy hell, he's going to have so little time. He's got to be just banking on the kill right now.
Yeah, I think so. He's just hoping that Angel will be looking the wrong way.
And Angel, I love this as well. Angel, he's cutting off angles. So he's making sure that, okay, if you want to come through connector, if you want, he's just closing off these angles so that he can't get caught off guard, so that there's no real way to backstab him. And he's already watching the way into the back as well. So Angel will be prepared. As soon as Kirby comes around this corner, it's going to be real tough for him. Unless he can just hit the perfect headshot, but no, timing works out for Angel. Comes back around that corner, gets 2 kills in the pistol round, and all of the time used there in that pistol. Hellraisers, they will win it.
Yeah. What's really confusing is MSL was making its way in this way while 3 people from Dignitas were pushing this way. And Kucha, he got caught in the middle right here, which means he should have been dead instantly. Now, he got the kill on MSL, but the other people pushing back here, they didn't really do anything. They were just like slowed down. So either MSL was too quick, or there was some sort of miscommunication. They should have been able to do more then, I think.
Well, we gotta say thanks to Twitter, Anders, as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because apparently we're blind, and the names are written on their profile pics. So that is Stiko.
All right, fair enough then. MSL trying to put a couple of shots through. It's all good. Oh yeah, the names are. I have no idea. I will blame something.
Thanks, Twitter.
Yeah, we appreciate that. That's why we need you guys do some of that detective work.
See, if it's just 4 eyes aren't enough, guys. We need all you guys too. We need your help.
That's very smart. That means they can call themselves whatever they want, and we will always more or less know.
Yeah, this is it might be even think about it for ESL, where it's like apparently that's his ESEA account name. So, you know, you're stuck with that name. Just like Freeze, right? He's got that Forest Bambi thing going on. You know, now we know. No doubt about it. And, you know, there's no doubt as well that LMBT's going to do some damage here with that MP9. Picks up 2 kills with it. Schneider and AC still alive, and they're going to get wrapped on. But look at this. Actually, they managed to get 2 kills and bring it back to a 2-on-3. AC's got an M4 now, and he gets another kill.
Schneider gunning for it here. Still 8 bullets left running. Going to get the headshot on Oscar, and now it's all going to be on Stiko. He goes down to AC, and they let go of a round where they get 2 entry frags. So there's only 3 people left there with the Tech-9s, and they still lose it. That is not acceptable. Anders is not happy.
Anders is not pleased. He does not approve.
No.
And okay, Scout, yeah, Force Buy. You're in a double eco situation. You have to Force Buy. So Hellraisers, they aren't going to try and play. They're not going to try and play for, you know, the long game or anything like that. They just want to get right back into it.
Ooh. MSL. That, I'm pretty sure, is the jump throw script in play there.
Well, then, for sharing MSL.
Well, you know, it's still legal. Nobody has said anything about it, so that's just how it works. MSL picking up 2 good kills there. Lots of people, by the way, use that script, and why shouldn't they?
Yeah, no.
LMBT,
I mean, everybody jumps off of bridges as well, you know.
Well, Pimp going to be the last man standing here, and he's got a chance, like one bullet on either player, and he will have done it. And not going to happen with the coach here. LMBT picking up 3 kills with the scout, shutting them down, and Dignitas getting slowed down out of this courtyard area here and ends up dropping to the scout, so that's a bit of a shame.
That looked just so chaotic, right? MSL, he's just turning left and right, and he keeps finding a target every time. There are people everywhere out there. It's just chaos.
I, by the way, have actually done some research to try and figure out like if there is any league at all in which that jump script is not allowed, and I haven't found one yet. So I've even employed people to like help me, find it. I can't find a league where someone has like specifically said it's not allowed. So
yeah,
it is allowed everywhere.
Yeah. Just it comes down to how you want to look at the game. That's all. It's like I'm sure a lot of people did research as far as like steroids and stuff. Maybe that's not allowed, but I mean, I'm sure they even employed people, Anders. Are steroids?
A couple of lawyers, see if there's any loopholes. I didn't hire any lawyers, I have to admit.
Let's ask Armstrong.
Whoosh. Pimp. Gonna go down there.
No, dig. Alright, Schneider. Gotta work on that dig play. He got a tag. He got a tag on the Kucher. Okay. But there it is. Oh, I thought he got that jump. But okay, Oscar gets it in the end. Nicely done.
Yeah, pretty good stuff there.
Alright.
So I don't know why people are hating on Armstrong so much. I mean, I don't think steroids help him get to the moon, really. I think it's cool.
Oh, zing.
5th round is coming up, and Dignitas, that should have been their big, comeback into the first half here. Yeah. Win that big round with the Tech-9s, and then I don't know what they're doing now. Yeah,
they're going to get stripped of all their titles. It's just, this is not easy for them at all. Especially when you need all the T rounds you can get on train. Oh my god, that monster nade. Pimp. 1 nade, down to 6 HP, and then they walk right into Stuco. Picks up 2 kills. Now it's going to be down to the remaining 3 here for Dignitas. Oscar's up close with the Deeg. Just annihilates MSL. And that was a very quick round indeed. No time wasted on Dignitas' side. They weren't trying to pace themselves or anything. They just wanted to get that round over with.
Well, 4-1, 6th round coming up finally. It's time to buy for Dignitas again, and I mean, it's a bit weird. They lose the pistol in the following round with Tech-9s, then they have to play a bunch of more rounds where they don't really get anything done. So, yeah, it's into the 6th round before they can really sort of have a normal-looking buy. Pimp with the AWP has yet to kill anybody.
Yeesh.
2 deaths away from being Agent Pimp here.
Keep in mind that yesterday, I mean, that's such a weird start for Pimp as well, because yesterday he was the man doing a lot of work for Dignitas. He was top fragging on Cobble, just wrecking people, and so to see him at 0-5, that doesn't bode well for Dignitas. You need Pimp to be hitting shots. You need him to have a strong start on the map. And now there it is. Pimp gets legged, 16 HP. There was a man there with the rifle, but what happened? Yeah,
weren't able to pick up the kill, sadly, or even do the damage. There was Schneider down there to help him out, so a bit of a shame. Stico is pushing forward, and Kirby is right around the corner, looking to see if he could get anything done. He's got the AK, but he gets crouched in on and can't exactly land the spray right there, so now he's sort of stuck in this corner. Needs a little bit of help maybe to get out.
That is really clever play by Stuco. The fact that he knows the angle that Kirby's going to hold, and so he starts crouching just as he gets into that angle. So Kirby, that split second where he has to readjust his aim. That's all. It's all details. Devil in the details there. This is just going to be a fake play though onto the B site now from Dignitas. They're throwing some nades out there, trying to get Hellraisers to rotate over. And Stico's going to be like the linchpin here for Hellraisers because he's up in sniper. He's here to deny that plant while the rest of his team went to check on B.
A nice shot from Oscar there. Stico, you're right, still up here in a long-range spray. Finally connects. That took a long time there. Still alive, and looks like, in spite of the fact that they did have a really heavy rotate towards that B-bomb site, they're in a fine spot here, Hellraisers. A little bit of a kill from Schneider, but that is going to be it. And Hellraisers now 5-1. Dignitas with a big opening. Everyone except for Stico rotated out, but it wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, it's not quite there. And now they're going up against a Hellraisers that can afford to get incendiary nades, smoke nades, HEs every round. It's not going to get any easier here for Dignitas.
By the way, you notice that jungle spray AK from that Kirby has?
Yeah.
It's mine.
You gave that to him?
Yeah. I don't even know why. He messaged me yesterday and said, like, hey, that jungle spray AK, are you using it for anything? Can I have it? Like, oh, yeah, I guess.
He actually messaged. Well, I mean, how much is that skin worth? Like 2 pence?
Nothing, yeah. It's like, it's completely, I don't know why he wanted it, so. And he never said it, so I was like, all right.
Oh no, he's a victim. We found another victim, Anders. He bet his skins.
Yeah, that's probably it. I probably like helped him, stay in this addiction. Well, LMBT going to be falling off here. Molotov goes out and Angel sprays down. One tries to get a little bit more here. Caribou's down and a second kill goes through. And that's the bomb drop as well. It's a really good job here for Hellraisers, making it work. AC could have been a mid-air headshot there for LMBT, but he's doing a really good job as the stand-in coach here. 10-1-4. Not bad.
That's when you can start saying, yeah, okay, buds. That's right. Listen to what I say, because when I get on the server, I start doing work. This is how it's done.
Yeah, next time they're like, yeah, we're not gonna listen. He's gonna remember this day.
That's what exactly. That's where LMBT just like walks up behind him and slaps him on the back of the head, just like, bro. I mean, this isn't looking very good though for Dignitas. They at least get a full buy, but Pimp has opted out of the AWP. Okay, this is their tactic. Just go straight out YOLO, try and take them by surprise. Turn of speed here from Dignitas, and so far it's working out great. Pimp with 2 kills and a 3rd one as well.
Yeah, and that's a good way to shut down the whole push here. LMBT gonna fall down as well. It's a quad kill for Pimp at the end here. And that's a nice way to bring it back onto the scoreboard. Now he's up to 5 total. 6-2, and Dignitas finally picking up around here. Hellraisers, they've got the money for a buy, but if they lose this round, it's gonna get a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
Double AWP.
Double AWP, that's the answer, it seems. Oscar and LMBT.
Even without Simple, it's working out just fine.
I'm really impressed with LMBT though. I mean, sometimes you get this where it's just like, okay, I haven't played in a long time, and so yeah, it's looking like that smoke, man. You might be right.
Yeah, it's landing in the exact same spot, so
they're forcing out so many nades though. With these smokes, look at how, I mean, Hellraisers, they hardly have any nades left, and AC's already taken out LMBT. That opens up the B site. Nobody was there to back him up, and so Dignitas, they get a free bomb site out of this.
Oh, important kill there for MSL. That could have been the one sort of comeback into a round like that if Angel comes behind and ends up dropping a couple of people. Oscar doing a good job taking out 1 kill, and it could have been a second one there, but Caribou gonna be able to shut down Kucher, and that will be the round. 6-3, and now Hellraisers. And money looking too good here.
And they're right back in the hole again. 2 rounds, that's all Dignitas had to do. And Dignitas, I think that they've finally gotten over it, right? They're like, okay, enough of this slow play. This isn't working for us. You know what we need to do? We need to change the pace. That was a great call by MSL. Sometimes that's all it's waiting for, is knowing when to change gears. Yeah. When to go from, that first to second gear, and you just slam it into 4th, 5th, 6th. I don't know how a car works, but they go fast, Anders. They go fast.
You're American. You know. The manual gear shift and stuff like that doesn't work so well, does it?
I've been living in Sweden long enough where it's like, a car? What's that?
All right.
Who needs a car? We have excellent public transport.
Good shot there from Kirby. 2nd kill of the round for him. Of course, it's no armored targets he's fighting, so should be fairly easy for them to take out this round. And indeed, it's looking good. Kucher, last man standing, Deagle in hand, and trying to sneak close here. They spot him though, and he can't get it done. Kirby, triple kill. And it will be 6-4. I mean, I think that sort of the change of pace that you're talking about, it's also easier, or it's maybe even only possible to do it if you really have like that confidence. You gotta just believe we are just better and we will just do it. And actually, Dignitas have sort of started to edge into the realm of those teams where sometimes it really seems like they are just like, they're not just sort of faking the confidence. They really have it sometimes. They're just like, well, AC will just get the triple or quad kill and we'll win the round. So let's go. It's looking like they're sort of evolving as a team in that sense.
Pimp had his moment, maybe. I mean, that could be the man. He doesn't only just put the rings on for his opponents. Maybe he had to reach across there. Give a quick love tap over to the rest of his teammates. Let them know. This is a scary situation here for Hellraisers, though. Hasn't even been any real aggression out of Dignitas, and they already have no nades left. It's all going to come down to the rifle work for them. A little bit of information gained there. So they know that Oscar's waiting around here with an AWP. That's good information to have for Dignitas.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to fall back quite far away. Angel playing close with his back to Pop Dog, maybe a little bit scary, but again, he's in a position here where if they pop flash down, then he'll hear it and he can go back and try and shoot at them, so it's still a pretty good idea.
They're going for the same play, Dignitas. They're going for the fake onto B, get those nades out there. A kill from MSL is even better, and then just wrap onto A site. But again, now the shots are actually coming in here for Hellraisers. Kucher lurking around, just picks off Gedby, who's carrying the bomb. And now it's going to be down to Pimp and Schneider in a 2-on-4. Schneider doing good work. No damage taken. Gets a kill. Gets a 2nd kill. Still alive.
Look at the patience on Angel back here. The bomb is back there with 20 seconds. He's going to go for it here. Schneider trying to fight, but Pimp can't even be of much help. Schneider almost dead. 19 seconds. They've got to make this work. Pimp right around the corner. Stiko and Schneider gonna go down. Pimp gonna go down. Stiko shooting him in the back, and that's gonna be Hellraisers winning the round. I'm really impressed by Angel just sticking over here for such a long time. And generally speaking, also the fact that they managed to sort of stay in these two positions at the beginning in spite of that fake. They even had such a good start to get a kill as well. You know, that's usually the best way to sell it, but Hellraisers weren't impressed this time.
Well, Hellraisers, the one difference this time is that it wasn't just like the one-man or the two-man holding. They had 3 guys over on that site, holding on the B site, right? Because Oscar had rotated off Ivy. He went over to B site, so they had 3 guys there. So I think that's why Hellraisers were like, well, we don't actually need to move just yet because we still have 2 guys alive over there. And so Dignitas, unfortunately, they ran right into a counter. And what was that? Did Oscar just shoot his teammate?
He did shoot Angel in the back. I mean, luckily it wasn't a heavy hit there. But Angel still has got so much out of this. He's in T-main and realizing that no one's there. LMBT playing close with the Nova, but he's going to jump in between them, misses the shot. Oscar's here, though. Going to get 1 and a second one, too. Going to get the cross kill. It's so close, but it's not happening. He gets the 3rd kill anyway. Pimp going down. Kirby stuck back here in a 1 versus 4. Gets a kill, but down to 3 health. Great round from Oscar and a nice headshot from Kirby.
Jesus, that was glorious. Oh, Kirby! Not going to get the final one, though. Angel, he steps out just in time to get that kill. 3 kills from Kirby, though, in that round made it way too expensive for Hellraisers. And all of that despite Oscar's good work.
Yeah, I mean, that should have been a round that was much less expensive for Hellraisers, where they just come out with, 3-4 people alive, but
what a
still,
save, though.
Oh, the AWP?
That was a fantastic save. I'm thinking that Angel's not going to have time to make it over there because Oscar died up on that train. But they knew that Pimp was up there long. I mean, that was a really good pick up there by Hellraisers. They wouldn't have had the money to buy a new one.
No, you're right. They wouldn't have. And leading into the 13th round, it is sort of drawing towards the end here. 8-4 scoreline. If they can keep Dignitas on like 4 or 5 rounds, I think Hellraisers will have done a pretty good job here. So they're not that far off at the moment.
It's looking much better, that's for sure. Aggressive play. Once again, Hellraisers really banking on Dignitas going for the fast push onto the A site, which is one of the go-to strats for a lot of teams right now. That again, that turn of speed, right? You want to get out there, get out fast onto the A site. It's really hard to deal with if you do it right, that rush. And so Hellraisers putting 4 guys over on the A site early. Now they rotate the second man over. Now Stiko's here to bolster the defense. And LMBT, he might be going aggressive here, and he might be in for a bit of a sad time. Pimp is waiting around the corner.
Oh, that's bomb down. 2nd kill. Stiko nearly with the triple spray down. Schneider and AC going to be left alone here and in a very tough position. Schneider very nearly dead. Just a single grenade throw away, it seems, or a shot from the AWP. And AC going to be left up here in a 1 versus 4. He goes down as well. Triple kill. Again, the coach just coming in huge right now.
Yeah, he's doing such good work. Glad to see that he still has it as well, because I mean, LMBT used to play CS:GO back in the day.
Yeah.
So, one of the first guys to switch over, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, the fact that LMBT, he's still got it in him, but then there's that other way, where it's just like, okay, you may not be playing, but you're still watching CS:GO, talking CS:GO, breathing CS:GO. I mean, after that, it's all down to the muscle memory, and that can stick around for a while. But now, okay, here it is. Dignitas, they decided it's time to change things up, and LMBT messing up a little bit of a nade there. That could have been real valuable. A lot of damage dodged by Dignitas.
Schneider and AC are dropping a bit low. We'll see if they can get past this smoke flashbang through. Stiko hiding in the corner, and they haven't spotted him, but it's Dignitas picking up the first 2 kills. Finally, a bit of a return, and the second one as well. Stiko picking up 2, turning 180, and nearly getting that kill. Oscar going to pick it up instead. Now it's Schneider and Kierbu left here. 2 people versus Hellraisers, who have Angel and Oscar, and a bit of a grenade there, actually. Not too bad at all. See if they can pick up that bomb and put it down and put the pressure back on Hellraisers. Otherwise, this round, if it goes to Hellraisers, it's going to be a huge one for them.
Does Oscar know that the bomb is out there, though? Seems like right now they're just afraid to push forward, Hellraisers, without knowing if that bomb is getting planted or not. Now they know. Angel gets that Molotov. That's going to force Schneider out into the open. And now it comes down to Kirby, and they have a good idea of where he's playing from as well. They step in together. Such key. That's the key right there as well, is that Hellraisers, they don't go in one at a time. I mean, sure, he saw Oscar a little bit faster than he saw Angel, but they step in together, kill off Kirby. That's some great communication and teamwork coming out on Hellraisers for that retake.
A very, very big round there. Dignitas, they did get the bomb plant, so they can buy pretty well, but otherwise Hellraisers there, I mean, that could have been the way back in. 9-6, I think. Then Dignitas have a really good, foundation to play the second half off. Even if they lose the pistol at 9-6, they really still make it back. They have been proving themselves really good on CT side as well lately. So 10 rounds so far here for the newly rostered Hellraisers team. Feels like it might just be enough, especially if they can pick up this next round here, and they've got a really good setup for it. They can sneak around the back. Oscar gonna pick up a kill, and Stiko still playing very closely here. They got a little bit of backup. Oscar jumping up on the train, looking for the shot, and he legs. I think Schneider all the way in the back there. 3 versus 4.
Oh man, and then Angel feeling the pressure, decides to press through that smoke. That's going to cost him big time here, and Hellraisers are now down to LMBT. He's been spotted. He tries to get off that ladder fast enough. That could have been close, but not going to work. And Dignitas, they just get those key frags. That's why it's so... That A-rush is so dangerous. It's just, look at that. It's so fast. It's so in your face. And if you miss one shot or you step out just a little bit too far, like we saw with Oscar, you know, you're gone, and that's it. Dignitas, they have control of the site.
The reason why I thought that this was going to be a really good round is because they had 2 players here, Hellraisers, and obviously the push was coming down through Popdog and it was coming out through main. So what I thought was, all right, maybe this guy can stick around and just wait while the other guy pushes up and sort of tries to backstab quick, and obviously that leaves 3 people somewhere over here on the A-bomb site. But I thought maybe they would try and flank them really quickly, and they kind of didn't. The people playing that B-bomb site slowed down a little bit too much maybe and try to rotate back through C-connector. So missed opportunity perhaps, but either way, 10-5 still seems like a decent enough scoreline here for Hellraisers. The question is if they can just find the last 6 here in the second half. Winning the pistol now might just give them what they need.
Yeah, they're right back. I mean, this is still fairly even, you're right. Winning that pistol, if Hellraisers win it, it's going to be very tough for Dignitas, but if Dignitas can pick it up, then we're probably looking at, 8-10. They win the first buy round, and then they're right back in this game. Pretty even score. At that point, you'd put Hellraisers behind. So this is at the moment. And what do we have bought? Team Dignitas now going for a few more Kevlar. Now that they swapped over to the CT side. 2 guys with utility. Schneider picking up that kit. And over on Hellraiser's side, Angel going for the CZ on the offense. That's interesting. Why wouldn't he go Tech 9?
I don't know. That is a bit rare. Not too often we get to see that, especially if he's going to be spamming long range like that.
What? Oh, yeah, that's...
You really don't have the bullets to do that. Well, Pimp and MSL are holding in this bomb site here. See if they can land some good USPS shots. Lately in pistol rounds, I feel like AC has been such a good force on this team.
Absolutely. He's been doing great work, and there we go. Pimp actually trying to get that shot. He's going to get dinked down to 12. He gets overwhelmed. Now it's going to come down to MSL. He dunks a nade in there, and there it is. AC starts to chime in. MSL hears the steps, knows that somebody's close. Not going to help him, though. But luckily, AC is there, and could be picking up the final. No, Angel is still around.
And with that CZ 75, and he gets a kill, but runs out. I'm wondering if that's like a misbias. I mean,
yeah, but like maybe, yeah, exactly. He was like practicing with it or something like that. Because on T side, like the CZ, we usually see it where it's just like you're waiting around an angle, right? And you mow down 2 guys, or it's like you wait till they get really close quarters. But if you have to go and hunt and take fights, and maybe even like long range fights, yeah, you'd be thinking the Glock or the Tech 9 over the CZ. Especially on T side where it's just like you really need all the bullets. You're probably spraying a lot, just trying to force the CTs back around corners, force ways onto a site. So if you're limited by how many bullets you have, again, that doesn't really seem super strong. But
I mean, maybe if you're rushing a particular position where you kind of feel like there's a good chance someone's going to be there, it would make sense to buy it. But they weren't even doing that. They were just sort of like he was creeping into main early on and taking a couple of shots through. Match just paused here. I'm not sure what the reason is.
We dropped a guy in the last round. So
all right.
But I mean, I think that freeze time exactly. I think that he was already dead. So it's not like it's the end of the world or anything. We should be good to go, and the countdown has begun once again, guys, so we will be getting into this, and it's going to be the full buy coming out from Dignitas. So they've achieved their goal, at least in the second half. Pick up that pistol. Now they have to survive the force buy, and it's a great force buy as well. They've actually got that AK on Angel.
Yeah, and that'll be interesting to see if that's going to make the big difference here.
Look at the sacrifice being made by LMBT Anders. That's a coach right there. Yeah. Anything for the team.
In spite of the fact that he's, at least was close to top fragging before he got disconnected here, but I think he was at 15, 16.
Yeah, he was. Oh, yeah, he's taking a hit for the team. He's got Kevlar. So basically what he's thinking is, great, Angel, you know what? We believe in you. Go take those fights. Take those peaks. Angel takes a bullet to the face. He's like, sweet, got my AK back. I love Kevlar, too.
Be ready for it. I won't be ready for pick it up. I hope that. But what have we got here? From us, M4, I mean, Dignitas also seem like they're ready for this kind of force-up. They haven't invested heavily into SMGs. It's not like one of those Fnatic 3-4 SMG buys here. They see it coming. Only Pimp has one. And it looks like it might be a bit of a B hit coming into it. MSL close, and then There's Pip with that MP7, not the best weapon to deal with a lot of people close range.
Especially not if they've got like Tech 9s, this is going to get really nasty. And you can see he gets 1 kill out of it. He loses his teammate MSL, and it's almost like, what the hell? He actually flips around, gets a kill. He could be going for more, but then Oscar shuts him down. Oscar with 2, making this a bit more expensive for Dignitas, but now this is the danger moment, or it has passed, rather. It's the fact that Dignitas now with that man advantage, with the rifles, they don't need to get close. They can just flush him out, and Kjaerbye finds the last kill. And now you see the SMGs come out. Now you see the MP9s. Now they know, okay, Hellraisers, they're not going to have that money.
A bit scary, though. I mean, I think Oscar ended up picking actually 3 kills with the Deagle there, so it's one of those rounds that is still a bit expensive.
How does Angel only have $100? Did he kill himself? How would that have happened? Did we miss that in the melee?
I don't know. Something definitely happened. We've got some MP9 action here on AC. Pistol out. Not going to be able to get the 4th kill there, but still pretty good job on his part. And MSL going to come in and clean up here. So no big issue. MP9's getting a lot of money. I kind of understand why some of them bought MP9s, but it feels like when 3 people do it, there's almost no way. Like, some of them are bound to not, get the money, basically.
Yeah.
It almost feels like just buy 2 and let those 2 people be aggressive, and then everyone else has an M4. And if the people MP9s die, then so be it.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Such a small investment to be made, but you still have to get kills to make it back, even if you are getting $600 per frag versus the 300 you'd get with a rifle or a pistol. Let's see, full buy coming in from Hellraisers, and this is the second hurdle now for Team Dignitas. If they win this one, they're right back into this. They could just tie it up at 10-10, and then Hellraisers, they're going to be in a very deep hole. Hellraisers, they're going to be relying on that AWP once again. Oscar, he's carrying it. It's not LMBT.
Speaking of LMBT, he is really close to Popdog here, trying to see if he can spray down through, and AC is right underneath, and it's perfectly possible to get some really good shots on through. AC not moving an inch. Oh, it's scary here.
This man is made of stone, Anders. He's a statue. It's like in Doctor Who, right? You look away, you close your eyes, and boom, AC's in your face. You're done.
That's a horrifying episode.
I know, man. Out of all of the Doctor Who episodes, that Angel one, man, that scared the crap out of me.
AC, Schneider going to pick up a kill there, and AC does go down, but a nice turnaround from Schneider defending Popdog, and it's going to be a triple kill overall here for the Swedish player. So a very good job indeed. It's going to bring it back to 9-10. And Hellraisers had a lot riding on this one round. It feels like Dignitas are entering that mode where they're just not so easily going to let go of the game.
They're channeling the old Dignitas. That freight train moment where all of a sudden they swap over to CT side and then they just look indomitable. Like, they struggle to get T side rounds, but then they have such good aim that on the CT side, they just lock down bomb sites. They're not afraid to take these fights. Schneider, as we saw, right, just charging in, wreaking havoc.
Yeah, fetish old Dignitas, you're right. I wonder where Fetish is these days. AC, going to be picking up a couple of kills here. Schneider also chiming in to finish off that one, and Angel going to be the last man left, and he goes down to Pimp, so that's going to equalize the score at 10-10. Hellraisers is going to be able to buy this time around. At least they should probably force up even. Yeah, there we go. Rest with money as well. Dignitas, they have a pretty mean bank as well. Schneider with almost 10,000. That's a problem.
It's a very similar situation to what we saw in the last half, though, right? Where at about this point as well, where Hellraisers, they were starting to get money, they were floating around 10,000 on a couple people, but then Dignitas took 2 rounds in a row, put Hellraisers into that really awkward spot where they were forced into an eco. Now Hellraisers have that chance. They have that same chance. If they can win this round right here, they can start putting some pressure on Dignitas. If Dignitas win this one, let alone if they keep a couple people alive with this win, it's going to get real tough for Hellraisers. But there we go. That's the kind of shot that's necessary. Angel just catching out AZ.
Yeah, the timing was perfect because they literally just put a smoke up there, bloomed as he was sort of shooting. Really good timing, and that's such a common smoke, the one that goes down here by Popdog. Everybody does it, and it's hard to find a way to play around it.
I'm thinking Oscar's feeling a little nervous, though, because that's the second time he's taken a shot when he's spotted a teammate and not an opponent. So with that AWP, so might be an indication that he's wound a little tight. But I mean, big opportunity for him. Just recently added to the team, all that jazz.
Well, look at this. Kjaerbye's going to be peeking in this a really long range, so when you see nobody here, it's a big indication that something is up. And MSL, coupled with the flashbangs, now Dignitas should know, but a great opening kill here. Stiko going to get one, but he loses a teammate in LMPT, and now it's going to be MSL with a good double kill there. Schneider swapping for an AWP, but bomb not planted yet either.
That was the moment, but there it is. He bought just enough time for Kjaerbye to move in and be that backstab player. And now what the issue is that they know where Kjaerbye's playing from. They needed Schneider to stay alive there. Kjaerbye's setting up with the Molotov to the back of the bomb train, but that's not going to matter when Oscar's holding up tight. He's up on top of the train, so Kjaerbye, you're going to get exactly. You're not even going to spot him. Oscar's going to be able to land that shot, no problem. Look at that. Just totally dejected.
Yeah.
He's given up. That's an Eeyore kind of sitting position right there. Oh. That was a Mr. Pooh reference for anybody wondering.
I was thinking more like, you know, it's the weekend, it's early in the morning, tell your drunken friend, like, just sit right here, I'll be back, I'll get a taxi, and then you come back and that's how they sleep. You know? Something like that. 11-10 currently, Hellraisers with a really big round, and look at this, charging on through, jumping and shooting. It will be Stiko picking up the kill, but he's on 3 health, and gotta be a little bit careful. They are in on the bomb side, though, to try and put it down, and the grenade gonna rain out. Will do a little bit of damage on some Pip. Nice shot from Oscar mid-air, and takes out AZ, and once again, Schneider is thinking about coming up from behind, but if this mission isn't successful, and it isn't Angel gonna take him out, then that puts an end to any kind of a retake.
No. They still got 2 kills out of this, but again, similar situation to what happened to Hellraisers on their side. And if they lose these guns, this is a big problem for Dignitas. They need to stay alive at all costs. But Pimp, he's going to be hard-pressed. 2 players are going to be pushing him. Angel hunting. That bomb could not go off fast enough right now. Pimp, point blank. What happened?
He literally took the ladder and flew over his crosshairs. That's what happened. He simply laddered up and sort of went over. That was great. I wish we could see that from a different angle.
I do as well. Because that was really awkward from Pimp. All of a sudden, it's just like, peekaboo!
Yep.
It'd be like one of those scary movies, the jump moment, right? Where it's, you know, the person's looking in the binoculars off into the distance, and then just like the clown pops up in front of him or some horrible thing like that. Clowns are terrifying, Anders.
The only movie I could think of where that happens right now, where like someone's like staring off into the distance, it's like the Quest for the Holy Grail by Monty Python, where the guy's charging the castle, and if like forever he's really far away, and suddenly he's there anyway. Yeah. That's not exactly a scary movie, but still.
I fart in your general direction.
LBT gone down. It's Stiko to fall next. Kucha is going as well, and Angel and Oscar, the last 2 people alive here. 2 versus 3, an important kill for Angel, but it might not be enough. He's still alone versus 2 people. Had a chance for a headshot then, but he's cornered in here. He's not got the bomb, and he's out of grenades as well, so a very tough position to him to fight his way out of. He could have maybe even got killed then.
There might still be an angle here. Pim takes the shot. Angel trying to rush through, but MSL was ready and waiting. In-game leaders facing off, and in the end, it's going to be MSL coming out on top. 13 frags to his name, as we can see on the scoreboard. It's AC. He's doing, well, all the work, it seems, right now. If you manage to remove AC, you're in good position on Hellraiser's side. It's so good to see AC just continue to sit at the top of the scoreboard, though. Like, match after match after match for Dignitas. You really seem to be able to count on this guy to get work done.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be just a long time spent in the trenches, it seems, you know, building on that consistency, trying to get the confidence up, make sure that, you know, it's pretty much every game, as you said, not just a couple of games a week. So he's put in some hard work, it seems. MSL falling back to a safer position to take down Oscar first, and next in line, Kucha. AZ coming in here with an M4 in hand and shooting at a teammate a little bit here. That's uncalled for.
Oh, what a brute. What a savage. And now LMBT is the last man. Surprise, surprise, he takes out MSL, but that's probably all he's going to get, although he is clicking, he's still here. Thought for a moment there he'd managed to pick up, it looked like AC or Schneider, one or the other, but they're not going to manage it, and it's tied up once again, 12-12, and Dignitas, it's almost just like a carbon copy of the last half, actually. And what we're seeing right now, how it's playing out. Hellraisers win a couple of rounds, and then Dignitas, they come back into it. They break Hellraiser's eco, and this could be another moment where Hellraisers just decide it's time and run away with the game.
Yeah, they need that right now, I feel like, because Dignitas are doing a fairly good job here, and it's another eco round coming out of Hellraisers. No armor and just pistols. And if Dignitas get out of this round with everybody alive, then they'll have a decent bank going forward, and that could be the big problem then for Hellraisers. Then they need to start pulling together consecutive rounds. Oh, Pimp. Oh, he gets the kill anyway. The timing for that unscope was a bit tricky.
That's when you, if you are the one unscoping, right, you're just banging your fist on the table like, damn it. Always works that way. That's why I don't op.
Cursed. Oh, look at this. Nice creep up there. Just sneaking on top of the train and almost killing AC with a Glock long range as well. It's a tricky play.
That's a bit of a tell, though. That's something that they have to be careful with, because Pimp, I saw Pimp do the same thing that AC just did, shooting out the windows and sniper. That's, you gotta be a bit careful about doing that too consistently. Because if people see the windows shot out, then they might know, okay, wait, somebody's up there.
Yeah, you're right. Small tells like that can definitely result in some lost rounds if the other team catches on.
Yeah, but I mean, you watch a demo, right, and you see Pimp, AC, several people doing that on Dignitas' side. If you're Hellraisers, you come back into it, you watch the demo, and you're like, maybe just a small thing that you would take note of for the future.
Well, current scoreline 13-12, and the 11th round of the second half coming up here. And Dignitas, they do come out of that round with a lot of people still left alive as Pimp picks up the first shot there on Oscar. Big player gone down on that other team, and now what can they do to make up for it? I think they need to win this round. Otherwise, I think the chances that they get back in is really, really slim. Like, even now, if they lose this round, Dignitas, they'll still be able to buy.
Yeah.
But if they come out of this one with a healthy economy, then I mean, in the second half, Hellraisers have only managed to ever put 2 rounds together, and that's it. So now they need to do more than that.
This is, I mean, basically, Dignitas, if they don't get a plant, before winning the round, they need to get the bomb plant to at least guarantee some money, and they're going to get that done. Hellraiser's going towards that inner site. Bit easier to get that bomb plant down. That was so key, but now Pimp is going to be able to move in, take out Angel. AC with the backstab, though. He's going to have a field day. They line up for him, but he still gets caught. Kucher point blank. With the AWP, we'll pick it up, but that was really close, and the damage is already done. LMBT, no joy for him. Just,
yeah,
I mean, he looks fabulous, but it's not going to happen for him.
And that's the most we can say, right? Most looking
Look at that.
Good there. And the problem is, I mean, I can't really blame him too much, but there's really no reason for him to even run here, because even if he gets in and doesn't get killed by Pimp, guy's defusing all the way back here, and you can't do anything to stop it. Even if you had a Molotov, you couldn't throw it far. I mean, you could throw this far, but it wouldn't kill the guy in time. He would already be defusing for a couple of seconds, so it would be irrelevant. If you had an AT grenade and that guy was on 3 health, maybe, but he was still in a 1 versus 3, so it's just like, the most he could have done there was lost his rifle.
Yeah, just needlessly. Could have been a full set of nades to work with. A little bit of the wall bang going out, though. Sometimes that does actually work. Does seem to do some damage. We've seen it work in the past. There it is. Peek of it. What? Okay, then, Stiko. That was sick. Great flick. Schneider brings it back for Dignitas. Gets a kill onto LMBT over at T-Main. But that, I thought he was dead 100% there, Stiko.
Yeah.
That was a sick kill.
Yeah, it looked like he would have heard the jump as well, and then still, he just managed to do that. AC and Schneider picking up some big kills here. Bomb has gone down, but look at the shots through. All the way down to 14 health. Now, Kucher on the ramp, trying to see if he can make it work. He gets a nice damage in there on Schneider and takes him out. But now it will be Stiko alone here. You know, 1 versus 2, and they are so close. Going to be up the ladder, and somehow AC looking the wrong way. I have no idea what that was. Stiko trying to get in here, but Kirby's down there defusing. And not going to be too good, I reckon, here. Stiko missing the spray and ends up being a diffused bomb there. The glitch on GoTV making it sound like it was going to be different, but 15-12 favoring Dignitas. 28 kills on AC. Upsetting couple of rounds here, I feel like, for Hellraisers, where they've been very close.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, at least they're getting bomb plants. There we go. Yeah, that was very nice. MSL caught asleep. Yeah, it just keeps. We keep saying that though, you know, Anders. It's just like they're so close, but they just can't seem to go like pound for pound on the frags right now. At least they get the bomb plant. They get a better buy. Oscar's got his AWP. This is it for Hellraisers. But Dignitas are not going to have any pressure on them now that they've at least guaranteed overtime. They need one more round to win this. All the pressure on Hellraisers, and they don't have all the nades that they need for a full execute or anything of the sort. MSL this time not to get caught out. He catches Angel, trying to sneak his way onto that lower site.
I mean, this is all looking very good. There's also minimal grenades on Hellraiser's side, so, I mean, a lot of fakes won't be happening. They just don't have the grenades for it. They could just do an execute on the bomb site, but either way, they need a way back into to the round here. Stiko pushed up, past the smoke, looking for a headshot on someone, but not able to hit it just yet.
And in the meantime, Schneider with that AWP wins the duel versus Oscar. And this is where it starts to fall apart for Hellraisers. They're just getting picked off one at a time. Nice kill there by Kucher, but now he steps out. Great second frag, taking out AC. and Schneider both. MSL, though, will take out his teammate Shnuko, so it's going to come down to LMBT and Kucher both, and KIB rotates in, at just the right time. Kucher doing the best that he can, will die in a hail of bullets, and it will be a clean victory here for Dignitas in the end. Their CT side just too good. They didn't get all that many rounds on the T side. They only got 5 in the end, 10-5, but then going on to CT, it just looked like easy street for them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it was, but Hellraisers, they never really find the right formula there. They were on the B bomb side a lot. They got in there, they got the bomb down. They even got, like, 3 versus 3, but then they couldn't hold on to anything.
No.
So just good job getting onto B, but they needed more of a plan afterwards, I think.
Wondering, well, I mean, new roster.
Yeah.
2 new players.
So,
I mean, and a stand-in. They didn't even have Simple. They had LMBT. So I mean, yes, it's their coach, but when you're getting onto T side, the communication needs to be so on point, so rapid.
In light of that, I'd actually say it's a pretty good job for them, right? I mean, they're still a respectable effort there. They got a chance to show themselves a bit. Oscar, I think, still showing some of that quality, but even if he was a little bit nervous, maybe still doing pretty well.
That's putting Dignitas up into, I mean, they're just slowly climbing up the ladder right now, Dignitas. They're sitting in 5th.
I mean, currently, they're going to be 4-1, right?
Yeah.
So they're actually going to beat out Dignitas and, TSM and Envy.
It's just looking really grim for Hellraisers. Hellraisers right now, I mean, they're deep into, like, relegation zone, 10th in the league. They're going to be 1-4 now. I mean, it's not going to be it's really going to be a rough end to the season for them if they can't get their stuff together. But Dignitas, I'm so glad to see them actually sitting up there. I mean, they're ahead of NIP, they're ahead of Virtus Pro.
And Hellraisers could really use a qualification for this tournament just because, I mean, they didn't qualify for the major either in a kind of a shocking fashion. So, yeah, there would be a lot to win for them there. But, guys, tonight it's not going to be over just yet. We've obviously got Fnatic and SK playing. If you haven't missing any of the results, like we're talking about, Dignitas doing pretty well. If you've missed any of it, then definitely go and check out the Score Esports, which also you can download at iOS and Android. It's right there, guys. Just download them on your phone, the application, and keep up with all things esports and also, articles and stuff like that. So definitely go do that, and you can maybe check it out in the break, which we've got coming up in about 5 minutes, and then we'll be back with SK. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Fnatic and SK playing here in the final game of the evening for the ESL ESEA Pro League. We're on cobblestone as well, and it was SK winning the 9th round, which might be good. They will need it. They are playing Fnatic after all. They've got 0 wins in league so far. Not good.
0-6. 0-6, and that is not going to be pleasing Cadian, who has not recently anymore. Can't really say recently anymore, but he's taken over the reins for the team. So clearly they still have a lot of work to do, SK Gaming.
Yeah.
But we've got, Tensky, Cillian.
Yeah, they're playing with Tensky in here.
Yeah, I was about to say, Tensky. Where's Modi?
Yeah, Modi's gone, apparently. Config's here, though. Definitely a very solid player. Fun to watch all the time, it seems. Freeze, I feel like, has been playing better recently. So, this team's still in a weird place. They need, like, a solid lineup. They need the same, 5 people to play with all the time. Fnatic, though, they don't have their full... Oh, they do, after all.
No, look at that. Oh,
Dennis is playing.
What is this?
Oh, I was hoping it'd be Vugo. I had so many jokes planned. Well,
yeah, I know. What is this? Now all of a sudden you can bring a Dennis in?
All right, then. That's going to get interesting. Config here, the good kill. Why is he getting a chance to reload? He lands one more headshot. It's going to go for the 3rd one, but now it's going to be Freeze coming up from behind. Might have a decent chance here to rack up this kill. Flusher, no chance to see it coming, and he goes down. It's JW and Crims left. Config, I have no idea why he could possibly be allowed to reload in that position.
Yeah, right. Just the hesitation on Fnatic really costing them. And now Crims, they're in a bit of an awkward spot. At least he got some info, and that will lead to a kill. JW able to capitalize on that, taking out Freeze. But Tensky watching Connector. They've got everybody in solid positions here, SK. Tensky actually goes for that fight and just takes out Crims. So they know where JW's playing from, and JW just hoping to get lucky, going for that wallbang through. But they're starting to run out of time here on Fnatic's side, down to 40 seconds. And JW, he still needs to drop out into the open, pick up this bomb. And, well...
He has 6 bullets.
Yeah, his reward, he's rewarded for his patience, right? He gets another... Oh, yeah. Picks up a gun, 1 bullet.
Oh my god, please don't. He's looking for it. He's got a little bit more. How is he doing this? He's going to go for the fight with the Cillian. 20 seconds left and looking for a headshot. It shouldn't be possible. He's diving away here. Does he even have bullets left? I'm not even sure. He picked up another gun. What's left in this? Please show us 1 bullet. JW, this should not be legal. If he lands this 1 bullet as a headshot, then I don't know, we're just going to quit casting it and just watch the rest of this game. He's walking out, he sees Cillian, he's going to have to fall back, he knows he's got this 1 chance. Cillian moving closer, this is truly ridiculous. He's about to make history, even in just an online game like this. There's no way you are allowed to be this confident. Cillian moving a little bit closer. JW, does he hear it jumping up? He's certainly ready for it. He's right around the corner. He's going to get his one chance. He misses it and ends up going down. Oh, God. You saw that happening, didn't you? That could have been
I was holding my breath. I was holding my breath that entire time. Holy hell, JW. What a fight from him. And if he'd only... Oh, if he landed that shot and somehow managed to get the knife out, I don't know. Just the fact that it gets that far, though, Anders. Just the fact that it's like a 1v3 situation. He gets 2 kills.
He spends all of his bullets, except for 6, shooting into a wall and doesn't really hit anything. Then he comes out with 2 kills, picks up another pistol, and almost makes it work.
I don't even...
Ridiculous.
Well played by Cillian, at least. Didn't just rush in. Took his time. Guaranteed the shot. Guaranteed the kill. And then, well, that just means that Fnatic... At least it was still a success as far as Fnatic are concerned. It's still pretty big that Fnatic are actually managing to get Dennis into this as well as a stand-in. Dennis not participating in the league. He's playing for G2 right now. They aren't in it. So, I mean, he's free to join, but like that's a really strong stand-in to have on Fnatic's side. It's not going to get any easier here for SK.
Yeah, and you got to wonder if, you know, if eventually the Fnatic lineup is going to change, if Dennis wouldn't always be like at least somewhere in the cards, you know, as a potential pickup. So getting a chance to play with him might be interesting. Speaking of which, speaking of Devil, Dennis did pick up a kill there, taking out one of the SK members. Cillian hiding in the corner, and it pays off. A bit of a dangerous position. Now that Tensky's here, it's much better, but until that point, you know, if he doesn't get those kills in, he could have been overrun. Krimz lurking in the middle and taking out Config, who it seemed like at the sound of fire just started spraying into the air. Just complete panic mode.
Yeah, that was a little bit scary. I mean, it's still scary. Krimz, you kind of want to see him reload. Just reload. There we go. Gets the reload, and he can still do some damage here. Free fire, goes for the spray, and if it weren't for the aim punch, he might very well have picked up that kill. But yeah. Tensky will be able to, well, establish dominance once again, and there's going to be a good amount of money still here on SK. A couple of UMP kills actually, you know, paying off in that situation. But I'm assuming as well that it's flusha that's calling right now on the team, seeing as how Pronax isn't here.
Yeah, that would make certain kind of sense. Even though he swore that he never ever would again. Maybe now that Pronax is gone, it's different. Ooh, freeze. Close by, a little bit scary there. flusha doing some good damage to him and ends up falling back a bit. I'm still disappointed that Vugo's not playing. I would have loved to have seen that. Yeah,
I know, I agree. You know, we got to see LMBT for Hellraisers.
Exactly.
You know, it would have been pretty cool to see the Swedish compatriot, but not meant to be this time. What is working out here, though, is that SK, they're man up, and they're going to force Dennis out into the open. Firing squad waiting for Config, though. That was a pretty unfortunate situation for him. And then JW's just doing JW things. Sawn off shotgun and drop. Only this guy. Like, Get Right attempted to do this the other day. Didn't really get good results with it, but JW, he's always a threat, always.
Seems like it. Cadian down to 70 health as well. Tensky the one picking up the kill, and Cadian going to be taking down JW. Looking good right now for the Danish lineup. Krimz and flusha are left here, 2 versus 4. See if they can do a little bit more damage in this round. Cadian doesn't quite spot him coming by, and Krimz actually somehow picks up that kill. That's down to a 2 versus 3, and they could easily take out Tensky, who's over at the hen house. If only they realized flusha jumping down with a bomb in hand. He gets caught, and Tensky with a double kill. They lined up for him there. So pretty good stuff. 3-0, and SK making it out. And we were sort of talking about this game coming into today's seminar and saying, you know, it should be like a very, very clear-cut victory for Fnatic. So it's almost a test to see how you know, confident are Fnatic feeling today.
Yeah.
Because they've been looking a bit shaky recently, and now they've got a stand-in, so maybe it's harder to really trust the result too much. But still, even with the stand-in, they should be beating SK quite a lot.
Yes. I mean, this is still the team that's sitting at the top of the food chain right now in this group for the EPL. 5-2 record for them. Great round loss difference. That's why they're sitting at the top. And so, yeah, Fnatic, I mean, this should be another clear-cut win for them. But right now, I mean, SK, they're putting up one hell of a fight. And we actually have a force buy out of Fnatic as well. I think that speaks to the confidence that they have, that they're just going to disrespect these guys. Say, okay, you know, we should be saving right now so we can get an off for JW, so we can get rifles, nades, the whole shebang. But instead, we're going to go for Tech-9s and another shotgun on JW. It's just like, okay, then. That's not something you do unless you're supremely confident.
Right now, it isn't actually working out too well for them. They've got no kills in the round, and SK seem to be surviving with all of their guns intact here until Olofmeister shows up, but he's going to be going down swiftly afterwards. Krimz left alone, 1 versus 4.
He's got Dennis's Galil, so let's see if he can actually get something done with it. Knows that at least one player is here with him. There it is. Man steps out into the open, takes a bit of a fight. But he actually ran out of bullets. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Crims, man, just, you have all the time to reload. Just go for it, bro. Bruh. 7-1-1 for Tensky, though. 5-1-0 for Cillian. This is looking very good so far. Solid start for SK. I mean, I guess Fnatic right now, they're like, okay, we'll go for those kinds of buys because it's still very early on in the half, so we can afford to take some risks. We don't have to just start grinding just yet. And we see that now with a bit of a quasi-buy on their part. P250s, again, Kevlars, but they're going to be able to get that full buy in the next round.
Freeze. An opportunity there, but again, they've got armor and pistol, and he should really be falling just back and playing it safely. And this is a good position, especially with the back of Cillian nearby and Cadian too. Tensky's always been like a fairly, I think, like decent player in the Danish scene. It's just like he's never been on a team where he was the star, so we've never really noticed him at all. It seems like, you know, he's just like always flying just under the radar, but like with decent performances anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's one of those up-and-comers, right? Like plays with Barry. Plays with Hunden in the past as well. I mean, that's just that kind of player. Flusha up close, though, will finally wipe out a Cillian, get that first death for him. But this is still a situation that should not be lost for SK.
Wow.
Can't believe the Fnatic are doing just this much damage, and it's going to come down to Config in a 1v4 somehow. He takes out Olofmeister fairly quickly, still has some nades to work with as well. Gets that flash out there. He's just got to go charging through. Needs to find that kill, needs to bring it back to a 1v2, but now life gets very difficult for him. Fnatic have had time to set up the Triangle of Doom, and Flusha just lands a sick headshot.
So there's the reason why Fnatic kept forcing like they did. You know, they had the confidence, they make it work, and SK gonna be a little bit upset about that one. They will have the money to make some sort of quasi-buy work here. I mean, they might even want to do it just to not allow Fnatic to get away with it. Kind of makes sense, just to keep your own confidence intact as well. By the way, you said Hunden, so you just triggered like all of Twitch chat. Everyone is like, you know, instantly, oh, Hunden, we're ready.
It's like a hair trigger when it comes to Hunden.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got respect for a guy who calls himself the Hound.
The Hound.
We all know that guy's a badass.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just this force buy out of SK. It's a bit scary considering Fnatic saved 3 guns. They even saved the op for JW. So now Fnatic, that's just that one round has totally shifted things around for them. Yeah,
the fact is Fnatic is going to be buying next round, win or lose this one. They're just going to keep going.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they? I mean, you're right. The guns that they saved here, all of these people can buy. The rest can buy Tech-9 and grenades, and there you go.
This is when you really do see that difference, right, in attitude and approach, where it's just Fnatic, they're playing with a total lack of respect. There's like, we're going to do whatever we want. We're going to force, we're going to take these fights, these kinds of duels, no problem at all. All of the pressure is on SK. All of the pressure as being the underdog, the less experienced team, just having less of those hard fraggers on their team. There's just so much pressure on SK right now, and Fnatic are making great use of that. That's exactly what you're supposed to do if you're the superior team, is just basically constantly put SK in an uncomfortable situation.
Yeah, now SK as a result are sort of they're gambling it all on this one bomb site, saying if you come here, then we might win the round. If not, then we might just save all the rifles instead here. Gonna get the kill on JW, but the bomb obviously going down over at B, and be surprised if they try and fight it. You know, the whole point here is to save these weapons.
Exactly. It's that gamble between, you know, okay, we stack one site. If they go to the other site, that's all right. We'll hold on to the gear for the next one. And that's a good call on SK, because otherwise they'd be in a hard eco situation. They spent all of their money on this round. Fnatic know that, though, and I would like to see a little bit more of an aggressive hunt out of Fnatic, and they're starting to spread out a little bit now. If they can get 2 kills on SK right now, this would be really solid for them. And Olofmeister, does he check? But Config's just been so consistent since he joined up on SK, and he was kind of an unknown as well.
Yeah.
Like, he had no LAN experience, no international LAN experience, and yet, right from the start, SK, you know, they go to DreamHack London, and Config is just murdering people. So it's good to see that that sometimes, you know, you have that excuse that's ready, right? For players that are new, that don't have that kind of experience, you're always like, well, you know, they just don't have the experience yet. We're going to give them some time, and, you know, they'll mature, and right, you know, all of these sorts of things that they're just ready to say. But Config just showed up and completely disregarded all of that. He's just like, you know what? I'm actually just going to top frag, and I'm going to go ahead and take these duels and win these clutches. And he's showing himself to be a very solid player indeed.
But the question is, how is he going to fare if they did make it to like a huge LAN? If suddenly there was a lot of pressure on, you know, it's always so hard to know. But you're right, he definitely seems to be coping really well with everything. Well,
at Stockholm, right? He was still fragging. He was still doing his side of the bargain, right? His deal. So I think he's definitely a player that we all have to keep a close eye on over the next coming year. 2016. I mean, he could be one of the big up-and-coming Danish players to make it and maybe be one of those guys who steps in for a top-tier team.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it at the moment. I think you're right. Maybe we cursed him a little bit too. He is very low on health. Just trying to hide behind the boxes here. There is a grenade somewhere on JW. You actually could just pass it back here if they realize how low he is. You can tell he's just hiding and buying some time. Tensky has a Molotov that could definitely help him out, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
No, smoke, molly. He should still just sit here, though, Config. This is patience. There hasn't been any indicator that he shouldn't be peeking out at just yet. Wait for the flash, wait for the call from his teammate. This could be at the moment right here. They have no idea. The patience is really paying off. He could just slaughter them, but then the third man walks in. The timing impeccable for olofmeister.
Yeah, and they lose drop as well, so that's it. It's gone instantly. Tensky couldn't get the kill there. And Fnatic just showing what timing is all about. Winning that round, and now, again, not a lot here on the SK side in terms of money. These two rifles, especially maybe the AWP, is going to be really valuable in the upcoming round. So Fnatic, they're right back in the game in spite of a tough start.
Yeah, SK getting quite a few rounds. I mean, right now, with how we expect this map to play out, we still expect it to be a CT-sided team, or CT-sided map. Well, no, what am I saying? A T-sided map, rather. What my brain is already thinking about the next sentence, where it's like, in the CT side, we expect to see them pick up, 6, 7 rounds. Usually it ends, with 6 rounds on the CT side these days and 9 rounds on the T side. So SK, they get that strong start. They're up to 4 already, and they have plenty of opportunity here still in this first half to get a solid scoreline versus Fnatic.
They definitely do. And I mean, we'll see if it's... I mean, I feel like when you're playing a team like Fnatic, you... I think the rule is just, get as much as you possibly can, on either half. It's just, almost nothing could be enough. Even if they got, 12-3 here, you'd still be thinking, oh, well, Fnatic can probably make it back, Because the gap, the skill gap is so huge.
So again, aggressive plateau play coming out from Fnatic. See how, I mean, it looks like it's Freeze. No, it's Config still playing around plateau. They get that smoke up in time to block Fnatic off, and Asilian starts off strong by taking out Flusha, but there's still a man lurking over in A apartments, and that's Crims. So Asilian, again, he's going to get a chance to shine here. If he gets 2 kills versus these players, that's going to be really solid.
It's a great start with the HE grenade doing a lot of damage, and the spray right through the door to take out Flusha.
There's Config. This time, he will not be denied. Takes out Dennis. He knows the op is there now as well. Great information gained, and he should be able to make it out of here. Yes, he does. Solid play there by Config, backing up, consolidating the defense. Clever position there by Asilian, just catches out Crims. And now it's kind of falling apart here for Fnatic. They're getting picked off. They try to slow play it. I'm curious to see if they're going to try and shift up the pace in the next round then, based off of the results in this one, where it's just like, okay, we slowed it down. We just keep getting picked here. Maybe we should go for a bit more of a brute force approach in the next one. Just try and see if we can catch SK off guard.
Yeah, right now, JW all the way over here, getting shot at a bit, ends up going down, Freeze, legs, olofmeister, and 22 seconds, he's just going to try and walk it off.
Get hit with, what is it? I know it's not a 50 cal bullet, but that's a big bullet.
Yeah.
You need a lot of walking.
Definitely, definitely a bit of power behind one of those.
I like his knife name as well. olofmeister always so humble in interviews. I believe I have the best team, blah, blah, blah. And then his knife is just like, I belong to the best. That's right. That's right, Olof.
You know what? I was gonna say if Vugo came in here and played, and if he did well, maybe it's not that Vugo's the coach. Maybe Olof at the beginning of a game he goes into a trance, and then Vugo's actually just controlling him. So it's actually Vugo who's the superstar, and that's why Olof was no, it's not me, guys. Don't worry. So.
And Vugo still got control of him when he's doing that interview.
Yeah.
I believe it's my coach.
It's Sol Vugo.
A little bit more aggressive here in the apartments, just running right up. Smoke goes down though, and they're going to be able to stabilize. Asilian backing off. That one smoke has bought a lot of time, though. That was perfectly placed. Had they got that kill on Asilian, Fnatic wouldn't have stopped. They'd have just gone crashing onto the A site.
What is this boost going on over here?
Let's see. Yeah, Asilian's found a clever little angle as well.
What's this nonsense?
Okay, then.
I'm not convinced that actually has any real benefit, but...
Asilian's spot, though. This is really clever. He's right up on the little ledge here.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Right on the little edge. That's a good spot. I mean, it worked against Crims, but you know, it's not going to be Crims leading the way, so do the rest of Fnatic know how to deal with this? Well, he's actually going to have to give up this position now. Flash in, that should be buying a little bit of time, but Cadian gets flashed at the same time. He's just off on the timing, and so now it's all Asilian. He's got the help of Freeze, though. So let's see if Freeze actually comes through, and he does.
Asilian's still alive as well, but Freeze going to walk into Olofmeister, coming out of drop in towards the A-bomb side. Asilian dropped it, sort of stuck in a corner here. 4 people coming from him.
Yeah.
Flusha, Crab walking into that angle and getting the kill.
Yeah.
Bit of a shame.
Can't really do the, you know, the sax. It's not a sax, it's the trumpet, right?
I feel like if you could do like a proper trumpet sound, that would be really weird as well. I'd really be freaked out a bit.
Okay, yeah, it's not working. Right, Anders, I give up. I'm going back to my air violin.
Yeah, do that instead. Oh, Config at least going to survive the round, it seems, with this AK, but generally speaking, this is a bad pattern going into SK's later stage of this half here, because, you know, they did win this one round with everyone surviving, which is kind of good news, but apart from that, they'll be spending whatever they have in this round just to equip themselves. Fnatic, they're almost at a point where they could force SK into a double or even just a single ego, but still, it's looking scary. I think SK need to get like past like 9 rounds on this first half for me to sort of start believing that it might happen.
To subscribe in your Danish brethren, to believe that they're capable of beating the Swedes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that is nice. Crims was supposed to be the bait, and yet Freeze is just fast enough to catch a pixel there. And now JW, it's like, I'm sorry, brother. You died.
Yeah, he should have been there to pick up the kill. Freeze still all the way back here, going to be falling back. In fact, doesn't want to hang around to take that fight. Probably a good call as well. And Config again. Good little flash peek there from his teammate. Just allowing him to do that.
Yeah, and there it is. Nice angle by Freeze. That's just, he's gotten his teammate up on the roof. It looks like looking into underpass, so he can hold that kind of aggressive angle without worrying about getting shot in the side of the face. So I think a lot of this, exactly, is going to come down to Olofmeister, and he manages to win the duel versus Config. Still a man advantage here for SK. This prompts the rotation of the bomb. With 40 seconds left, they're going to start looking towards that B side, it seems. And they're still looking to see if they can't create an opening here. Dennis has got that op, and there it is. Looks towards Freeze, but there is a Asilian up close. Dennis has no idea. Asilian heard him run away as well, so Asilian could go for the backstab very quickly here. Yeah,
I think you're absolutely right. See if Tensky's going to be able to live. He's been staying alive for so long in this henhouse in the past pushes, so I feel like maybe Fnatic are a little bit too sloppy on actually checking it, because you can just hard check it by shooting through. Tensky going to walk out here, sprays down one and tries to stay back here, but again, this is paper thin. Asilian showing up just in time, and now Flusha's going to be alone. He puts down the bomb in the smoke and manages to escape at least for a second here, trying to fall back to a safer position with that AK in hand. Not going to get flashed, goes for a bit of a long-range spray. He realizes Asilian is going to be close by as well, and he's just crouching behind the rock here. Smoke goes up, and Flusha goes down, and that's going to be SK winning that round. Good job.
And he should be able, there it is, the AWP as well. So they save that for Cadian or for Freeze, whoever wants to pick it up. I believe it'll be Freeze. But that was a key round right there for SK. Because you were absolutely right, Anders. If they lost that round, they were doomed. Fnatic were going to roll right over them at that point. They would never have the money again to really be able to put up a stiff defense. Now at least they have the AWP. They were able to save that. Somebody's going to be a little low on money. Somebody has to go for the force, and so they aren't going to have full gear. Yeah, it's the FAMAS on Cadian. He just squeaks through. Probably got dropped there by a teammate.
And JW with a Sornoff.
Actually, no.
Could it be any other way?
Freeze dropping the FAMAS. And then the op getting dropped over to him. Actually, not too shabby.
Fnatic, I mean, they're the ones put a little bit to the test now instead.
Yeah, this is becoming really interesting. I mean, it's going to be... You still kind of have to have like supreme confidence in Fnatic when it comes over to their CT side, just because it's going to be a lot of aim fights, a lot of duels. And right now they don't have their mastermind Pronax to you know, give them those calls, guide them on the offense. But still, SK, they're doing a fantastic work. There's the pop flash again. Dennis not able to turn around, and Config once again waiting behind the box. Where is the shot, though? Does he get that peak timing? JW again. I mean, look at how SK, they aren't even really challenging in drop. They've really kind of given this up. I guess they just don't want to deal with JW if he comes through there.
Oh, good little combo there from Tensky and Config. A shame they couldn't pick up Olofmeister 2. It looked like there was a big opening for it. Freeze going to pick up 1 kill. Could he do more than that? They are going to be down and drop, it seems. And Is there going to be some help here? Cillian fighting. Freeze nearby. Cillian winning the first, almost winning the second one too, but that's going to give them the A bomb site with 25 seconds and a combined 29 health. It's almost perfect.
Bomb needs to make the cross, though. Let's see, bit of a passive angle taken as well. Easiest shot of Freeze's life. And while Flesh is just like, don't pick on my friend. And now it's going to be a real problem. Cillian, or no, Tensky is now the last man alive. 7 seconds left. Flusher gets the plant. 9 HP. Can he do better than JW? Just might, now that he spots the man out. Looking for that shot. And he does manage to chip Tensky down to 45 HP. And it comes down to the drop, and Tensky just manages to catch Flusher off guard.
Yeah, but you see, again, the difference in style and confidence right there. You know, you're on 9 health, and you're the one going aggressive. He's actually the one bullying Tensky back, instead of trying to hide. Because if he takes a shot and falls back, then Tensky's going to try and chase him and see if he can't get that done. That's just, yeah, that's just trying to stay ahead of the curve. I really love that.
That AWP as well. All right. Well, 7 rounds. I mean, they're getting close, Anders. They're getting real close here, SK. 7 rounds is already really solid work for the CT side. If they get up to 8 or 9, it's going to be a fantastic first half here for SK. Canadian making those calls, and then the plays coming in. Everybody seems to be fired up here to be playing against Fnatic on SK's side. Yeah,
I mean, like I said, 9 rounds is like that's the cutoff point. That's where I start to believe that maybe something could change here. But less than that, and I'm not sure if it's quite going to fly still. It'd be kind of strange if the first win that SK picks up in this league is against Fnatic. That would just that would actually be a bit of an interesting idea. Even if Dennis is playing instead here, but I mean it's not like SK have their full lineup anyway. Config is going to be going down. Nice shot from Olofmeister. Tensky jumping up and in the smoke right in their faces, and finally he gets a chance. Takes one, turns around and sprays, and I think there's a bit of team damage in there for Fnatic as well. They were dropping quite low. Dennis very nearly dead. KD are now going to be sneaking in here with the M4 in hand, and they line up for him. He's going to get the kill. It could have been more than just the one, but look who's flanking in from behind again. It's a Cillian. He's ready with the M4, spraying down one, goes for a second, and it will be a double kill. Good job there. And SK are going to win the round and make it to 8.
And this is... everything is falling into place. And also just so close. JW jumping, that's literally what saved his life. Yeah. He would have got killed in the second... I mean, after that second fly... with the spray.
Yeah, I think you're right, though.
I mean, they're cutting it so close. How many clutch situations and very close calls have we had now between both of these teams? You kind of go into this match expecting Fnatic to just railroad SK, and that's that, right? Any aim duel, okay, Olofmeister's going to take your face off, Crims as well. But that's just not the case. SK, they're holding their own. So now, well, anti-rush nades going out. Good, not prediction on SK. Well, I mean, it is a prediction. They're just saying, okay, well, Fnatic can't have that much money. They might try and go for a rush with pistols. And so HE's going in, but instead they're changing up the target. They're going to go straight into drop, and there's a great opening by JW. Cillian getting wiped out.
Cadian getting a bit in return, which is important here. Just also Fnatic maybe slowing down a bit too much for this kind of rush. I feel like now they're in the middle waiting, but would have been nice if they could have got more. Crims ridiculously picks up 2 kills there. Config and Cadian going to be gone. Olofmeister charging, and he takes down Tensky. Really?
It's the second time that they buy PG50s and Fnatic win the round. And the first time they actually managed to make it really close. Yeah. SK just barely won that one. Then they lost to the quasi-buy where Fnatic only had Kevlar and PG50s, and now Nico again. It's that change in mentality where, you know, you're like, oh, it's just pistols, you know, it's a throwaway. You know, we can do this, and then, you know, it's like whatever happens, happens. There's just no pressure on Fnatic, and that's when they seem to really just excel at this point. Freeze, nice. Could get another one here. I think he heard the steps, but he misses the shot.
They get that AWP away, and they even steal it, obviously, for JW, so 8 and 5, and oh, I fear that that one round might be what does it, because look at SK's money. In spite of having a good streak here, with 3 rounds in a row, it's been down to, you know, 2-1, 2 people left alive, and that's why they're in this situation.
Yeah, and just, yeah, losing to an eco, that's going to be shattering. 2 rounds left, and now Fnatic fully bought all the fixins, and SK going for a hard eco. They're putting everything on this last round. Cadian even goes for the Zeus. Cadian, for shame.
I'm ready, Cadian. I'm with you.
The jump Zeus.
Danish brethren.
He might just go for it.
He has to. They try and find, you know, electricity with fire. We've got, like, you know, some sort of theme going on here.
Can't jump like that anymore.
I'm disappointed. That's when you have to commit, you know? Like, I will stand in the Molotov and fire this taser.
Take the fight.
Yeah.
Just take the fight.
Just do it.
Just do it. You guys can't see what I was doing there, but okay.
I think they can probably imagine, can't they?
Yeah, maybe. But you have the beard, Anders. Would have been better. All right.
Shia LaBeouf? I'm not sure. Have you seen that video? The song, like the Shia LaBeouf song?
Dude, there's been like so many videos made off of that now.
Yeah, there's like one. No, like that one. It was way before that happened. It's like a. I'll show it somewhere. It's hilarious. It's really, really good. It's like some huge orchestra and choir in New York somewhere. It's really good.
All I know is that he's like apparently lost his mind now. Okay. What's also crazy is JW landing that shot.
Yeah. Just JW things. Picking up a kill like that. Freeze trying to see if he can contain with Tensky on the other side. They are in the middle here, and it's going to get the first kill there on Dennis. Pretty good job. Tensky firing into absolute nothingness. And Asilian here, I mean, he's been really good with the flank so far. He could actually end up doing it again here. Except this time he's going to have to go back towards A. Freeze sneaking out. Good shot on Olofmeister. He's got a great line to cover here. Takes down JW. Goes for another shot. Crims not quite making it yet. Freeze going to go down, but then there's Asilian, and this is the big play. How could Fnatic know that he's going to be this quick behind them? Crims trying to put down the bomb, and he's going to be alone as well. 1 versus 3, sprays and takes down Config. Goes for the quick peek here, almost could have got the headshot then. And Tensky is kind of low. This is winnable for Crims. He's got a lot of grenades as well, but not going to happen. Tensky takes him out, and it's going to be a 9th round finally for SK.
Yeah, what a finish. It's always a shame when you see those kinds of backstabs come in, and Asilian, he just like the element of surprise is completely gone. Basically, once it's that deep in, so he couldn't really get that surprise going. I guess the big star of that round is Freeze, a little glimmer of his old self. I mean, we were watching some games of him on the original Fnatic roster when they swapped over to CS:GO earlier today.
That's true. That was on the ESL channel with Trace, obviously, with Modi in that lineup too, Sipnix, and then Stinger.
Stinger.
Yeah. We're sort of wondering whatever happened to Stinger, Norwegian player. And actually, as far as I can recall from that lineup back then, he was actually pretty decent. I seem to remember him getting removed from the team, and then then everyone was like, oh, he's probably gonna get picked up somewhere else, wasn't he? And then he just disappeared.
I think that was it. He threw in the towel.
He's gone like Trace too.
Like Trace.
Sad times.
I know, Anders.
Yeah.
I was there to comfort you, though.
Yeah. Need Trace back somehow.
Hush.
Seems to me like he quit at the wrong time, you know.
No more tears.
No more tears. Oh, JW, he is ready for this USPS shot, and there it is, going for a bit more. Cadian already gone, and now backup has arrived too. Crims trying to do some damage here. It's Fnatic picking up the early kill, though.
Oh, and there you go. You got to watch. Nice little HE there to buy some time. Config is going to be able to drop in here with the rest of SK. They've done damage, so they're low. But then Olofmeister with the first shot. He gets the second, could get the third as well. He runs out of bullets, but the damage is done. Flush is going to rotate in, take out Tensky, and now it's down to Freeze. Alone. So alone. Flash is there. Peekaboo. Can he find the shot? No. Flush is there with the headshot. So Fnatic, I mean, despite all of that, SK, all that hard work on the CT side, they just get overrun completely. SK, that is.
Yeah, and that was going to make it 9-7, and, you know, probably Fnatic bringing it back to 9-9 at this point. Seems like a very likely scenario. I am a bit confused. Config buying a sawn-off shotgun.
Oh.
Is JW going to take offense? You know, this is going to be like a personal thing now?
Yeah, this is my gun. I mean, Get Right used it the other day as well over in Drop, so... Going a bit early with that HE still, in case there had been some kind of rush. SK would have been in for a pretty rough surprise there. But double shotguns on this map, sawn off, and then of course JW playing this his usual spot. Swag 7 up close on the plateau. So what's the trigger here for SK? What sends them running? Because they're waiting. They don't have any more nades, so it is going to have to be a full-on YOLO rush. And they do manage to overpower Dennis. He had an MP7, not good enough. And now Config, this is where like the usefulness of his gun kind of falls off.
Yeah, unlike the Mag 7, which can be used at the range in which JW is doing it, this one kind of can't. He ends up dropping. So a little bit of a shame. Maybe Freeze to the back lines here. Going to be dropping down to Crim. So some money in the bank for Fnatic, and also another round 8 and 9, and see how far they can push it here. 17 kills on Olofmeister and 14 on Tensky.
Yeah, I wonder if Olofmeister took offense at Thorn's tweet. You know, The age
Device?
of Olofmeister is over. This is now the age of Device.
I think Olaf is gonna be. He's gonna shrug at stuff like that. You know, he's just like, yeah.
He's the kind of guy who'd just get pissed off and just go on and like completely dominate a tournament if that sort of thing happened, right? Like
It could be.
okay, Thorin, time to set you straight.
Feels like Device versus Olaf when they're both like on their A game right now. It'd be an interesting fight.
Yeah, that's just god tier CS.
Flusher there to take down Freeze. Obviously, it's another round here with no armor and just pistols, and SK deciding to run through the smoke is not going to make their jobs any easier here.
There's the bait. They're hoping to draw somebody through that smoke. Not going to happen. There's a man pushed up close though, and that's JW finding the kill. Config is just going to get overrun completely. Crims with the UMP. And then, well, Asilian on burst gets caught by Flusha. So nearly all the kills. 2 UMP kills, a Swag 7 kill, and another UMP kill. That's a lot of money.
A lot of dough.
Yeah.
What'd you do with all that money, Samla?
Buy a Dragon Lore.
Buy a Dragon Lore, alright.
What the hell did he just drop? For some reason I thought I saw a negative. I was just like, what? How?
That would have been a great drop right now. But they kept on to 1 UMP, 1 Mank 7, which is not so strange considering where JW's playing. They're up against all AKs though. Let's see if that's going to make a difference here for the SK team. They've got Tensky out on the plateau, and easy kill there on JW. And I'm not sure why he's not committing to this fight over here. I mean, he's got a position for it anyway. That'll be over at long. Flusher flashing himself in and getting the kill on Config as well for a double. That's a bit of a brutal return.
Yeah, that's actually worst case. Now can Flusha backs off. Now you actually have the man moving in closer. That's Dennis holding close to drop. Bit of a crossfire scenario there as Crims is watching the other entrance rather, to that room. Man, SK right now though, they just need to pace themselves. And they're doing exactly that. They don't try and rush in, they don't try and take a fight while Fnatic have the momentum. And so they're going to lose a straight-up fight to Olofmeister, one of the only people they didn't want to run into on this server because Flusha and Crims are so low. Dennis, nice angle, takes out Cadian, who's trying to push forward, all focus on that site. And now, well, Freeze gets caught by Olaf. So this is what I was worried about, basically. It's just when Fnatic switch over to that CT side and it turns into a series of duels, this is when the hard fraggers are going to start just reigning supreme.
Yeah. I think that's the problem they're running into here, and again, also combined with the money issues they're having here, it's 10-9, and Fnatic have another 6 rounds to go, and not all of those for SK like this one are going to be that great. A little bit of armor on a couple of players here. I feel like this is tough. I feel like so many of the SK players here, like Freeze recently, obviously Config as well. When Moddy's been playing in this team recently as well, I feel like they've got like some good individual stuff going on. They can't find like the stable 5 people who they can play with here.
Yeesh, this is scary for Dennis, and he doesn't get anything out of that. Somehow Asilian survives, but there we go. They line up for Olaf, and Olaf holds down Mouse 1, gets 3 kills. It's going to be down to Asilian now. He will be able to return, but then Flusha steps in, just ruins his fun. And again, Freeze, again, just alone, and they know. Flusha, he's getting close over here. This might be a little scary. He spotted him.
Yeah, he saw him.
Yeah.
That's going to be the end of it. Oh, man, if they hadn't just all jumped into the window there for Olofmeister to catch them, then...
It's like the one choke point.
Yeah, the really, the one bad idea. But, I mean, it looks beautiful on camera here, but... Bit of a shame. That's going to be 11-9, and now... one step closer for Fnatic to winning another map here. SK, again, they haven't got one single match win here in the league.
Not a single win. 0-6 so far. There's Fnatic. They did suffer a loss the other night versus Titan, so they are mortal, but they're sitting top of the league with a 5-2 scoreline. Tensky's got a bit of an opportunity here. There we go. Takes out JW, who hasn't really had the biggest impact up on Plateau so far. Asilian takes out Flusha. Shot from Olofmeister though. He does take out one with him, but it's still a 2-on-4 situation. This heavily favors SK at this point. And SK, they don't try and rush in either. So it's going to come down to the individual players, Dennis and Crims. And Crims has been a bit cold, Anders.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't exactly been firing up. Neither has Dennis. I mean, both these players maybe just leaving it all up. We'll see. Dennis sneaking around. SK really, they're counting on the idea that someone's going to come and peek, and that's a great Molotov to force Crims out. Going to open up that B-bomb site. And Dennis, not exactly sure what the plan is here.
It's going to be a knight. Be heroic, right? Just run in and save the day. Is that it? Where's his white horse?
He's playing the right map for it.
He's got the skin. This is the cobble skin.
True. Maybe he could like steal the spear from the statue and stab someone with it.
Dude. It's like the, what is it? Longinus? Longinus?
It's got better range than the Son-Off shotgun anyway. Can definitely work.
Dude, that Son-Off, I can't believe JW actually uses that thing. Like, that thing, seriously, after like 10 feet, it does no damage.
Yeah. And is it still that way where the pellets actually disappear after a while?
Yeah, for the Son-Off, yeah, it's like, what is it, 30 yards, 20 yards, something like that, and then it's gone. You know, just like you're not shooting anything anymore.
So the big upside here for SK, apart from winning the round and staying alive with 4 members, is the fact that they're not that far off of breaking some of the Fnatic members' economies. These last 2 here are a little bit low, but then we've got Flusha with the huge bank, and he can drop for some teammates, and with Dennis saving this gun as well, bit of a shame they couldn't find it. 10-11. They need to win a lot of consecutive rounds here, it seems like. Oh, deep into the bank for Flusha, actually.
Yeah, he's just dropping galore right now.
Oh,
and
double.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. He drops 10K. That op is probably a good indicator of where that money went. Double op play, though. Okay. And he's holding on to it as well, Flusha. He's going to go straight up into apartments. He's probably going to go aggressive. Only problem is, there is the man already holding way back in the back. I mean, it's Freeze taking a super passive position.
Nice flashbang for the boost there. Config takes a kill, but Tensky also goes down. We're going to be looking at a 4-on-4 situation here. Still plenty of time left. And SK are really, they're banking on Fnatic being as aggressive as they usually are. So they're sort of waiting and hoping that they'll come and peek them and get some information. And I think that's a smart way of playing it, honestly, right now. Fnatic, though, are being a bit more defensive in this round. So, you know, right now, as they're waiting around over here, like this kind of playing middle for Arcadian, he knows that JW or somebody else is a likely candidate to suddenly be running through. So they're all just setting up for it.
Ooh. Let's see. There we go. Medium throw. Boom.
Yeah.
Perfect flash. Checking the corners. Very thorough. Shot rings out. That's Flusha tagging down Config. Follow up. Nate dunks him, and then Dennis peeks out, picks up a headshot. And well, now it's just going to be the 2 remaining members here. They're just getting whittled down. They get 1 kill going back their way, SK, and a second one as well. Cadian doing work, taking out Dennis, but still, it's JW and it's Crims, the 2 of them. And I think you need a bullet, not an HE. That's not going to do the work.
Sneaks out of the smoke there, and he did get headshot by a grenade, you're right. Not going to make a difference. 12-10 and SK. They've got enough money for it, but I'd be shocked if they didn't this time. But after that, it's going to get a little bit rough here. I mean, 12-10. Fnatic are inching their way closer here. And in the second half, it's been a bit of an ugly streak here. You know, 5 for Fnatic, then 1 for SK, and then back into the favor of Fnatic once again.
Mm-hmm. You just swap over to that CT side, and that's where those players on Fnatic are just going to wreak havoc. And now, well, aggression here from Config, actually trying to take a bit more of a fast approach. Flash out. Might pick off JW, yeah, and it's Tensky, again, who manages to get that spray down over on JW. So JW just has no luck right now. The last round we saw it with the boost, a little bit of a delayed tactic, but yeah, if he goes aggressive, he just keeps getting caught.
Yeah, it's good to see that SK have found a way to deal with that. Not everybody has so far. But now that they have the men advantage, can they actually convert it into a win in this round? Because in the past, they still keep ending up in these trade battles where Fnatic ultimately end up coming out on top here. Tensky sneaking in. He's got a little bit less health than the rest of his teammates, but might be worth sacrificing here. Flashbang goes through, and Tensky actually, Cadian gonna win up that battle, but Crims will take him down afterwards. The bomb is all the way over A, and the last person on A, you can see Flusha is so tempted to run out.
Mm-hmm.
But look at Olofmeister, he knows.
Oh,
wow.
Dun 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 dun. I mean, I want the Jaws theme song, right? Yeah, what was that? Asilian, a little bit too quick, a little bit too slow there to realize where the steps are coming from.
Yeah, and that's a big problem. Crims in the middle, and Fnatic just finding every single angle, and maybe helped a bit and being occupied by something else, you know.
Maybe somebody was talking and
singing in his ears.
Yeah. Oh, that's so frustrating. He should have heard those steps coming a mile away. That could have been an easy kill. Then the backstab fails, and then
yeah. When you're sitting in this corner here, and obviously Olofmeister running through here with the knife out, then yeah, that should be audible range, no doubt.
Yeah, you should hear that coming for days. Oh no, and now SK, it's hard eco territory for them. Slower approach, no, maybe trying to decide what they want to do with the round. They need to group. They're going to be dodging the anti-rush nades, certainly. At this point, you're kind of at a loss as to like what SK can do.
Yeah, I mean, out of money, out of rounds to play around with as well. The only light is the Fnatic's economy is not great. I mean, 2 rounds in a row here for SK. Assuming that they lose this one at 14-10, then, you know, if they win 2 in a row, bring it back to 14-12, then they probably get a 3-round at that point to bring it to 14-13. But it's still, even then, it feels like it's very unlikely that they can actually make it all the way back here.
Oh man, and they're taking Molotov damage as well. They're trying to pull a fast one there. Flusha just annihilating 3. They do have a gun to work with now, but still, huge man advantage here for Fnatic as well as the gear. They know that Asilian's caught in that corner. Oh my god, JW!
He was just, I mean, he was bullying Asilian to begin with, just shooting into the wall like that, saying, I know you're there, just stop pretending. Let's not play this game. And then he stabs him with the Shadow Daggers.
With the Shadow Daggers as well.
It doesn't work.
He looks like a monk in Diablo or something, you know? Just like, oh, bah. Bruce Lee.
Good stuff.
That's exactly what the whole idea behind those, obviously. But yeah, nice try there, JW. I mean, that's it. You know, that's just, you know, that Fnatic are just so confident. They're confident on their T side, taking fights. They didn't get as many rounds, but now that they're on the CT side, it's getting brutal. And there are those nades just doing work. That's what you have to get the timing down on those. And Tensky, trying to go fast, he just runs flat out into a bunch of HEs.
A bit of a painful way to lose a man early on. Dennis picking up 2 and olofmeister coming with another kill. So what should have been a big round here for SK, they can finally buy. It crumbles entirely. And they are going to be left with just Freeze.
Similar to how Dignitas were trying to play on Train versus Hellraisers, you know, trying to find that time to like, okay, change it up, go fast. I think that's what SK were trying to achieve here because they've been very slow-paced in how they've been approaching these rounds, trying to, you know, get Tensky out onto plateau, then trying to feel it out, then see if they can find a pick here or there, and then, well, now they were just like, okay, let's see if we can catch them off guard, try and speed it up. And Olaf, no respect at all. No respect at all. Come on, Freeze, just like win this one round now.
Feels like he deserves it, right? They're hiding in the smoke with the knife out. JW
knows he's here as well.
Oh my god, he bumped into him. He's going to be walking out right next to him. What on earth is going on here? Can we actually get some sort of indication? Freeze going to be walking back in and looking for a fight. And JW, he had the chance. He could have stabbed him right then and there, but he's going to be walking back in here. And Freeze gets a bit of damage, but gets shot in the back ultimately. No chance there. What a strange round. There was the chance with the Shadow Daggers.
There was such a chance. It's Freeze throwing that second smoke that messed it all up. If he didn't throw that second smoke, JW would have come up right behind him.
I feel like someone should make like Shadow Daggers type cutlery, where it's like one is a fork and the other one is. You could imagine how brutal it'd be if you're at a steakhouse and you just like stab the steak one and then cut the other one and eat it angrily. That'd be super manly. I would do that.
Yeah, you would. That cheeseburger, man.
Die, yeah. Get it done with. Okay, this round is ending really quickly. olofmeister frying up Asilian, Tensky and Config are going to be left here. It is match and map point for Fnatic and SK. They really tried hard and they got a great result first half, but the second half it's been crumbling for them. Dennis taking up a kill there. And at the end of the day, they could only pick up 1 round on the terrorist side, which is not good enough for a win against Fnatic.
No, nothing. And man, like both maps tonight have actually been really CT dominant. It seems getting into that second half. Both of the teams, Dignitas versus Hellraisers, and then Fnatic just.
Right when the new patch came out, everyone was saying, "Oh, the game is well." We were all saying that in London for the Cluj qualifier. You know,
it's all, like, as far as like a T side is concerned.
Yeah, it's switching on T side, but it's also just people were, I think, first of all, people swapped from playing with the M4A1 to the M4A4, and they weren't used to it. So weird things were happening on the CT side. Yeah. I think some people figured out, well, actually, the M4A1 can still be used. It's still like it has a place in the game.
It's just
And I think a lot of people have got really good at spraying with the M4A4 as well. So it's like the balance. Maybe it hasn't come back to where it was, but it's like people have still figured out how to play the CT side a bit more. So.
Yeah, I still think that it's like it's also why we see the Deagle so strong now as well, or at least we're seeing more headshots with the Deagle all of a sudden. It's just like slightly bigger head model, I think, bubble, whatever you want to call it. But that makes a difference as well, which is why you can see more picks on the T side where they just walk in and it's similar to the AK. But you're right. I mean, it's just adjustment. It's going to be an adjustment, I think that we are still going to see more M4A1s. I think this whole M4A4 phrase was just a craze. They're all just like, oh my God, no, they've nerfed my gun, and then Olofmeister's just like, it's still good, guys. Don't worry, it's still
my Howl, and I have a cardboard cutout, and I sleep with it under my pillow. Just never gonna give that up. I have 2 Howl stickers. When I get 4, I'll put all of them on my Howl. So I have my Howl with Howl stickers. And
why would you put stickers on a Howl?
Because they're Howl stickers. They're contraband too.
Heard you like Howl stickers.
Yeah.
You want some Howl stickers on my Howl gun?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no, dude.
That's going to be the theme right there. Okay, well, final scores are here. 16-12 favoring Dignitas. They pick up another win.
Yeah.
Fnatic predictably picking up a win, even though it was a slightly weird game. Standing on either side. Morty not being here. Tensky instead, even though he played great. So really good job on him. But it's just like, whereas Dignitas on the Danger side here, they found a stable roster that they seem to be able to work with, at least a stable core. Schneider seems to be a really good pickup in this context, but even if they somehow decide Schneider wasn't it, they still have like the same 4 people that they can sort of play around, and that's good, that's enough. SK haven't reached the same level yet. They seem like they're still just mucking about with that lineup.
I mean, yeah, there's still a lot of work to be done, clearly. Yeah. Config, we were kind of going on about him, and I still think that he's the guy you need to keep an eye on in the future, that he's a huge up-and-coming talent, but there's a lot of work yet.
Yeah, definitely.
But tomorrow, guys, we're going to be back as well. It's going to be the Thursday night for the EPL. True. And there it is, the one sole match that we will have tomorrow night, Anders.
But it should be a fun one. Dignitas TSM is actually always really good. It's a real shame this isn't the best of 3. I feel like these 2 teams have like a great track record of playing 16-14 just favoring TSM. Like every time Dignitas are so close, and every time Pip is on Twitter afterwards saying, it's so close. I mean, they really are, but they just haven't been able to sort of really do it yet. Also, if you have been missing any of the scores during the evening or any other days here, it's obviously the 4th week that we're going on here with the E-Pro League. Go and check out the Score Esports right there. Also, download the application for your iOS or Android device and follow up on all the articles and all the results over there. Definitely do that. So we'll be back tomorrow for one single game.
At 19 CET.
19 CET. So close, actually normal time there.
Normal time, yeah.
Same as we've been starting every other day.